Great people, great people. There have been many great people who are remembered even now for their contribution to society, religion, science, arts, literature, and music. Let us know about the lives of some such people. Sushruta. Sushruta was a noted surgeon who lived about 2000 years ago. Sushruta performed many kinds of surgeries, removing stones from bladder and kidneys, treating fractures, and performing eye operations to remove cataracts. Known as the father of plastic surgery. Sushruta was also known as the father of plastic surgery. He was especially skilled in reconstructing noses. Sushruta had a vast knowledge of medical plants. He is also the author of Sushruta Samhita, a well known work on medicine. Charak. Charak, a physician, lived in India about 2000 years ago. He wrote a book of medicine named Charak Samhita. In his book, he described the diagnosis and treatments of many diseases. He described the various stages through which food passes before being fully digested. He also listened. He also listed work, duties, and responsibilities doctors had towards patients. He had a vast knowledge about the medicinal values of many plants. Kalidas. He was a noted poet and dramatist in ancient times. He lived in the court of Chandragupta II. Two of his well-known poems are Raghuvamsh, Kumar Sambhav, Meghdoot, Ritu Samhara, and Abhijnana Shakuntalam. His works are very famous for poet and drama. Tansen. He was a famous singer and musician in Mughal ruler Akbar's court. He was one of the Navratnas. He learned music from a saint called Swami Haridas, a saint singer of Vrindavan. Tansen combined the Indian Persian styles of music in his work. He composed many rags or tunes like Rag Malhar and Deepak. These were sung at different times of the day. This is said that when Tansen sang Rag Deepak, he could light lamps, and when he sang Rag Malhar, he could cause rain. Now, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. He was a social reformer in British time. He worked hard towards improving the lives of poor people and women. He fought against unjust practices in social society at the time when the British ruled India. He believed education could help reform Indian society. Sir Syed laid stress on the education of the masses. He set up the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College in 1875 in Aligarh to promote education among Muslims. It is now known as the Aligarh Muslim University. It continues to be counted among the important educational institutes of India and as a famous center of higher learning. Rabindranath Tagore. He was a poet, writer, musician, and philosopher. He wrote a large number of books, poems such as Gitanjali, Banful, and Sisu. He was awarded with Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913 for Gitanjali. He composed national anthem Jana Gana Mana. Rabindranath had a keen interest in music and dance. He developed his own style of music and dance called Rabindra Nitya and Rabindra Sangeet. Rabindranath believed that education was only means through which India can progress. In 1901, he started an educational institute of Shanti Niketan or Abode of Peace. It is now known as the Vishwa Bharatiya University. He lived there till he passed away in 1941. Rabindranath Tagore wrote nearly 50 books and more than 3,000 poems. Mahatma Gandhi ji. He is known as the father of the nation. He was born on October 2, 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat. He studied his law in England and then moved to South Africa to practice law. At the time of South Africa was ruled by British, during his stay there, he saw how the British mistreated and discriminated against Indian and black natives living there. He launched a non-violence struggle to fight against the racial discrimination. In the leadership of in 1915, when he returned to India under the leadership of Gandhiji, the Indian freedom struggle became quite strong. Finally, in 1947, the British were forced to leave the country. Gandhiji abolished the practice of untouchability. He called untouchables as children of God or Harijans. His work earned the title of Mahatma Gandhi or Great Soul. Gandhiji was shot dead on January 30, 1948 by Nathuram Godse. Mother Teresa. Her real name is Agnes Gonzaga Bojakshu. She was born in 1910 in Skopje. It is now the capital of Republic of Macedonia. She decided to become a nun when she was 12 years old. After becoming a nun, she took the name Teresa. She came to India when she was 18 years old. She was greatly moved by the poverty she saw around her. One day, she decided to move slums of Kolkata and work for the poor and sick people. In 1950, she set up the Missionaries of Charity. She set up an orphanage called Nirmal Hriday. She also started leprosy centers. Today, the Missionaries of Charity runs orphanages and hospitals. Mother Teresa received many awards for her work, such as Bharat Ratna in 1980 and Nobel Prize in 1979, and the Magsaysay Award. She died in 1997. She was proclaimed as saint by the Pope in 2016. Martin Luther King Jr. was a great leader and reformer in United States of America. He was born in 1929. He is known for his work against racial discrimination faced by Africans and Americans. At the time, the blacks were treated badly by whites. In many parts of the country, they were not allowed to sit on the same seats on the buses. They were not allowed to attend same schools, cinemas, and restaurants as the whites. They were not even allowed to vote. Martin Luther King Jr. traveled to India in 1959 and inspired by the stories of Gandhiji and his non-violent methods of protest. He decided to use non-violent means to demand equality of blacks, and Martin Luther King Jr. King's as a first for quality gained a lot of support from blacks. He was awarded with the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. Martin Luther King Jr. was shot dead in 1968. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was a great leader in United States of America. He was born in a poor family in 1809. He spent most of his childhood helping his parents and in their farm. Although He could not attend schools for more than a year. He taught himself many subjects by reading books. He took up a variety for jobs and finally became a lawyer. Despite the adverse conditions, he went on to become the 16th president of United States of America in 1861. Around the same time when Lincoln became the president, northern and the southern states of America fought against each other over the issue of slavery. This came to be known as Civil War 1861 to 1865. Lincoln was successful in merging the northern and southern states. He brought out the Emancipation Proclamation in 1865, which freed the slaves. Lincoln is well known for his fight against slavery. In his time, Africans were bought and sold in America as slaves. They were treated badly by their white masters and were called Negroes or blacks. They were often made to work for long hours and live in poor conditions. Lincoln was against such treatments and practices. In 1865, he managed to get a law banning slavery passed in the United States of America. He was shot dead on 15th April 1865. Thanks for watching my video. Bye bye.